Hello YouTube, my name is Raina. Sorry for the long wait for this video. I just want to get this out because I got some certain theories on certain things when it comes to this news. So if you have not heard, both Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker are leaving Doctor Who in 2022, so that's next year. As we know, sometime this fall, I don't know when, we're going to get Series 13, and I'm going to assume maybe another New Year's special. And then they said that the last few specials, I think, are going to be towards the end of 2022. I will put a link down in the description so you can read it for yourself, so you can know what's really happening. So here we are again in a moment of transition. Now, it has been said that, Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker signed for 3 seasons and they're done, which I can see happening because he only did 3 seasons Broadchurch. Even though he was in Torchwood, he wasn't the main showrunner, and he kind of wrote for Doctor Who sparingly. So it kind of makes sense with him, and with Jodie Whittaker also. I don't think has ever played a character for more longer than 3 or 4 years, maybe. So my thoughts on this, I for one was not surprised because it was leaked by some rags over in the UK, like the Mirror and Daily Mail, who just were aboard the hate train of Doctor Who when the show cast a female doctor. They aborted the hate train because they knew that trolls, those Not My Doctor trolls, would hit on their messy, website. And, ever since Jodie Whittaker was cast, those lowlifes could not wait for her to leave. But anyway, my personal thoughts is that I'm going to miss her, and I'm going to miss them on Doctor Who. Now, there have been people who are not, just hating on this because it's a woman being a doctor or because the show has moved more diversity. Some people do have really good people. Well, some people do have their own critical taste and their own critiques about this season that has nothing to do with anything that's racist or homophobic or misogynistic. Like, it's just critical on the writing and storytelling. That's it. Or just the style of how Chris Chibnall writes or how certain characters are written. Has nothing to do with what they look like or how they identify. So there's that. But to me, it's just been too much of hate this era, more than any other, which is surprising, I know. But I hope with this next transition that we even go even further into diversity. There has been some people who people have wanted as the showrunner, which came out really fast, surprisingly, considering some news and some things that people have had. I've heard kind of murmured around that maybe Sally Ringwright would be the new showrunner. Now, she is a showrunner, if I said that right, she's a showrunner of Gentleman Jack. She's done that. I think the Last Train to Halifax, if I said that right. I've watched Gentleman Jack. I think it's great. Can't wait for season 2. So her name has been going around. She's the only name that I've been hearing. And there has been some murmuring about, of taking Doctor Who out of Wales and putting in another studio so they can get her on board. There has been some murmurings. I don't know what's true and what's not. Some people have some sources. You can look those up. This is not coming from me. I just been hearing whisperings. So make with that what you will. So there's that. Now, when it comes to the new Doctor, I have no idea. Of course, people are going to have their usual picks. They always pick like A-list actors from the UK to play the Doctor. And I'm like, you realize the ongoing trend here of not picking the most obvious name, I mean, really the most well-known person to play the Doctor is probably Peter Capaldi at this point. But anyway, anywho, I just personally hope, that we do get a female showrunner. I was even thinking of that before her, her name was even put out there. I was hoping for not only a female showrunner, but a showrunner that is now outside of the RTD era, because we have both Moffat and Chris Chibnall right with RTD, and they've been with Doctor Who for a very long time. They're kind of in that same club of writers, and now now it's time to have somebody who is outside of that. And I think that'll be very exciting to bring something new. But I think the first three have brought something new, but now it's time for somebody else to bring something really new. And I hope the showrunner is a female, or, non-binary, who knows. And also the Doctor, I want them to either be a woman, or a woman of color, a woman, it has to be another white woman, okay, I guess. Or if it's going to be another man, it has to be a man of color, whether they be black, Asian, Indian descent, whatever. I want that for the Doctor. No more white guys. It's because if they do that, it's going to reiterate like those trolls' opinions of the series being like, oh, they listen to us or whatever. I don't want that. So what are your thoughts on Doctor Who? What do you think about Sally Ringwright? I'll once again put the link in the description so you can get the information on what's happening with Doctor Who this year and next year. All right, bye.